You may not believe. You may think it's not real.
Is anybody there?
What could be haunting this place?
Do spirits really exist? Use your voice and communicate to us.
I'm Bex.
And I'm Sean,
Uncover the truth.
on the Ghost Dimension channel.
Well, I'm glad you said that as I'm yapping. I forgot to turn it back on. Sorry about that. All right, so let me go again. Margaret, hi. Amy, hi. Kay, hi. Kat, I hear you're here too. I see you. And I'm doing good. It's a little hot today. Hi, Amy. Thanks for letting me know. No sound. I appreciate it. You can hear me now, though, right? All right. Hi, Chloe. I'll get to you. Yep. And yeah, there I go. See, I'm back. You know, it's so hot here. Last week, our highs were like around 66, 67. And at nighttime, we actually had hard frost because the temperature would go down to like 34, 30 degrees Fahrenheit at night. Well, today, we're sitting at 89 degrees in the shade. So, yeah, love the Michigan weather. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, I'll get you too, Chloe. Honestly, I will. Let me go up a little bit here. Let's see. Amy Roberts. Okay, I saw somebody here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Kay. I'll give you. Hey, I didn't give you one last week, I don't think. So last week. This week, I'm even confused. It's Thursday. And Mango's out flying around right now. He's actually chewing his wooden swing, chewing it to bits, but better that than me. So, all right, let's see what I can get for you. Okay, cut these up a little bit. Okay, and then put those there. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so I was actually looking at these this morning. I saw some cute ones online. Here you go. Your card today is the lizard. Okay, so the lizard, excuse me, brings in a few different things. But basically, it's its ability to change form. And it can also change in colors to blend in with its environment where it's at, so that it doesn't show up as prey, or people, or not people, critters that would probably use it as a snack. They can't see it all the time. But with you, what this is showing me is the tail growth. Okay, so lizards have the ability, at least most of them do, maybe not all of them, but most of them do. Their tail comes off, it breaks off somehow, and they have that ability to let it go. Sometimes prey, it'll be a piece of prey, and another animal will grab it by a tail and it breaks off. That's how they can get away. It's a survival tactic for them. Same way as if you have a pet lizard and you grab it by the tail, it can break off. But the thing that's cool about it is it grows back. Okay, takes some time, but it does grow back. And this is what I'm seeing for you. It's like you've released all this stuff, right, that you were carrying forward with you, that you were just kind of hammered in, that you were trying to deal with, and you just wouldn't let it go. And now you've done that, and you've broken away from all the negative, all the stuff that can't be fixed. It can only be a tool that teaches you how to maneuver and walk through your life, having learned all that you did, good, bad, or indifferent, right? So it gives you a bigger picture. So what I'm seeing right now is the tail is beginning to grow again, excuse me, on this lizard, which means you're growing, which means you're venturing into new things. I do feel, though, that there's like some sticking points yet. I think there's like at least one, if not two, people that are in your close circle or around you. I would almost say this would be family or someone you consider to be family. And they're like looking at you like, yeah, she needs a padded room, or just feeding you negatives, right? Don't accept those negatives. None of us have to do that. You know, it's how we react, okay? None of their business, really, how we react, unless we're going to do something really bad, but you're not capable of that. So this is all about just kind of letting go of the stuff and the people that are around you that aren't beneficial to who you are at this point in time. All right, because you've had all this amazing growth. So that's a really cool card, kind of giving you validation. But again, like I said, I'm still getting, there's a couple people that are around you in some shape or form that are kind of like, oh yeah, you know, that's not cool, you shouldn't be doing that, or they just don't understand it. But I also think part of it, and this is what they just said, is there's jealousy involved. So there's kind of a jealousy that you've kind of let go, and you feel better about yourself, and you're doing better about yourself, and you're doing more, right? So you're more kind of out there a little bit. And I kind of feel that that can be a trigger for whoever this is. It's like almost like a little bit of envy or jealousy. Okay, so that's your card today, Miss K. I hope it resonates for you. And it's the lizard. Okay, so I'm going to go down here a little bit. Hi, Amy. How are you? I hope you're well. Let me go down here. I am good. Anne, Jillian, I see you. You can hear me now, so I got to go below that. All right, gonna go down that. Yeah, hi. And I will give you a card, Miss Chloe. Okay, hang on, guys. Woo. Let's see what I can get for Chloe today. When I say it's hot, it's hot. I mean, there's no breeze. The trees are just kind of sitting there. The bugs aren't even making noise today. The frogs are quiet. The birds are quiet. It's hot. All right, here we go. Chloe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is cool. I had a lot of these hitting my window yesterday when I was on. Okay, so your card today, Chloe, is the dragonfly. Okay, now dragonflies, they're very, very magical, but they're also the keepers of the in-between. Okay, and when I say that, it means like from spirit world to our world, and they can bring messages or just kind of validation for us here on this side. So what I'm seeing for you today, almost like, oh, okay. There's an older man. I would put him in an age of a grandfather, like I would look at a grandfather. I don't know if it's a grandfather, but it's somebody that you would consider to that status or how you would view him. Just when I said the in-between, and I was like coming back to what I was going to say, they showed me, and he stepped forward to kind of claim this, and he's kind of excited about it. So this would be somebody that you knew, that has passed in spirit, that you've either known, who has walked with you in this lifetime or prior, but they're here, and I feel there's a connection there. And almost like he's showing me photographs, okay? So he's got like pictures, like old pictures, and you know, and he's flipping through them, and he's showing me like family pictures, okay? So I'm going to leave that with you because I don't like to get into the mediumship with spirit too much, but he's standing by you. And he's not a super tall man. He's taller than me, but not by much. So that would put him around 5'7", 5'8". Yeah, and he's saying yeah. Okay, so I'll give you that. Okay, so now the dragonfly itself, okay, when it comes through, you may have been wanting to get a response, or you were curious about someone in the spirit world, or you're looking for validation. Okay, yep. Okay, so you're looking for validation of something, almost as if you've sensed something, but you really couldn't put your finger on it. Like, you know, that little thing of intuition that we get sometimes, like, oh, I think the phone's going to ring, or oh, somebody's going to knock on the door, and you kind of already know it. It's like by intuition, or that, like that knowing deep inside. And this is what I feel is connecting with you, and how it's connecting with you. So it comes in, comes around you, then goes back out to the spirit world. And this dragonfly is just showing me that this continuous kind of infinity way of things running around, okay, or going through, is linked to you. And it's like you need to open yourself a little bit more to the messages that you're looking for, but in a way that you're not looking too hard, okay? Because sometimes we get caught up in that. And it's like, oh, and then every little thing you think might be whatever it is you're trying to receive from the other side. And again, I'm hearing more validation than anything. Like, it's validation that you can hear these things, and validations of what you're being shown. You're kind of not sure. And I would venture to say as well, what they're showing me, they're kind of in your dream state. Okay. So a lot of times when we go into that dream state, you know, you go into that deep REM, but usually if they're messages or our loved ones are trying to reach us, that's where they go, is the in-between, as we're either going just about into REM sleep or we're just about coming out, but you're not awake. Okay. And I'm being told that a lot of that comes to you in dream time. And they're telling me to let you know, yeah, that's real. That's like you're asking people you want a sign, or you'd love to see them, or you're missing somebody, right? And that's where they'll show up. And that's okay, and it's safe. So just know that. But open yourself up so that the validations that are coming through for you, you can see, and that you can see the difference between that validation and stuff that you may just like, oh, this is that, or this is that. You need to clear that away and listen to it resonate for you, so that you really know, yeah, I get it. I can hear that. I can see that. I can feel that. Okay. And that's usually the way a lot of us kind of get messages from the other side, is we feel it from our hearts that, yeah, this is a true connection. So that's your card today, Chloe, and it's Dragonfly. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. And let me see. I don't know who it was. Hang on one second. I go all the way up to the top. Oh, I thought I did. No, I didn't. I take that back. Okay. All right. Thanks, Chloe, for coming on. Like I said, I hope it resonates for you. Okay. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Ta-da. Who's ta-da? Somebody wrote ta-da. And I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure who ta-da is, because you haven't said on Facebook. You have to allow them to see you. They don't collect anything. It's just so I know who I'm talking to. And I also put the link in. Hi, Margaret. I can, Annie. I will do that. And Chloe, thank you for that super sticker. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. So, okay. So let me get, I'm kind of bouncing all over. Okay. So let's see. I don't know what you're talking about with that, but let me just see what I got from you. And I don't usually take direct questions, because usually, and if anybody that reads is honest with you, what comes through for us is what you need at that particular time. That's super important. Okay, so let me see. 1, 2. Ooh, they're sticking. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Well, your card today, which is cool, the wolf and the bear, get it? Okay, so the wolf is your card today. Okay, so the wolf is teacher. Okay, and the wolf is talking to me about, they're an awesome totem to have too, but they teach us lessons and a lot of things, and they walk alongside us. And this particular wolf is like dancing circles and running down the path and then standing there and getting all excited, like, why aren't you doing this faster? Why aren't you doing this faster? And then comes back again to you, and then it goes back to the path. And it's like kind of like a little bit of unbalance, and it's about missing the point. Okay, that's what I was just told, missing the point. Okay, so the wolf comes in, and what it's showing you is you're trying to put it, they're putting you into the wolf, so that's you running back and forth, and you're missing some of the steps, and you're missing patience. And let me tell you, my partner was a wolf, and she never had the patience for stuff. She always ran down the road or the path and was always getting ahead of herself. Okay, this is what they're saying. You're kind of getting ahead of yourself. Let whatever's going on with you process through, and it'll process through in the right way. If we add fear to things, or I guess it's fear, or negativity to it, like something will never happen, or how long is this going to take, or I just don't want to like go through that. I just want to get to the end. Okay, you miss everything that it took to be stable, that once it finally comes in, it's settled. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. So they're just telling you, slow down your speed a little bit. Everything will happen, but there's going to be things that you're going to have to deal with as you're patiently waiting. Okay. They're also giving me the 3 and the 4, and it's not 34, it's 3 and 4. So, and they've got 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4. Okay. So 3 to 4, I'm hearing months, for whatever you're working on right now, to get it to clear and be what you're trying to manifest, or what you've got going on right now, that it'll come into fruition. Okay, so that's your card today, Amy, and it's the wolf. Thank you, and I hope that resonates for you. Sometimes, hi Deborah. Sometimes, we get impatient. You could look at me. I'm impatient all the time. Right now I'm impatient because I can't do everything I need to do yet on my own, and it really can bog us down. It can really tie up our minds, and then we start putting these negative thoughts out there, like just kind of a woe is me, or a pity party. For me, it's like a pity party for one, because of my physicalities that I've had to deal with this year. But it's like, the more we put the negatives out, the more negatives that are attracted. So just keep it positive. And like I said, patience helps us all. And again, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so Jessica, how are you? Jessica Rose. What a beautiful name. All right. All righty, let's see here, Jessica. Jillian, I will. And I don't do relationship as far as let me do Jessica's first, and then I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to tell you. I actually talked about this yesterday on yesterday's show. All right. Okay, here you go. Jessica. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, this card comes up so often, and I've got 72 cards in this deck, so it always makes me crack up a little bit. All right, so your card today is the elk. Okay, elk are community. Elk are big herds, and the males and the females, they watch over the young elk, and they take turns watching over the herd at night or as they're going through during the day. They're massive, massive animals, and they kind of they're kind of about the interactions within the herd. So this is what I'm seeing for you today. Ooh, got a piece of something in my eye. Hang on, guys. What they're saying about you is, because it's about inside the herd, this is about the family unit or people that are in the family unit with you, or people like you consider family, even though they might not be blood. This is about communication with them, and I'm feeling that there's something going on within this group, right, that I'm talking about, that they're showing me. And there's an issue coming up, but the reason it's coming up is because miscommunication. It's almost like, I don't know, I'm sure you've all heard, like when we were in school, when I was really young, a teacher did kind of a little experiment, right? So he'd come up and he'd tell a sentence or a phrase in that person's ear, and then they had to quietly give it to the next person, until it went through about 30 people, right? By the time it got to the 30 people, it wasn't even anything like what was first said. It's just how we hear, or how we're always in a hurry, right? And so we miss the point of things, okay? So whatever's going on with this group of people, it's being miscommunicated, okay? So I'm being told to tell you, you have to kind of step back for a little bit, and then go to the source. This is exactly what they're saying. Go to the source. Don't get everything second and third handed, because it's way off base. And it's basically kind of like people really don't care. So they're missing parts of what's being said. So if you go back to the source, you'll find out, and you'll have enough information to be able to make a decision. But yeah, and it's kind of, I'm getting that like chaotic feel with the people that are, it's like gossip. It's gossip and rumor is what they keep telling me. Don't partake in gossip and rumor. You need to kind of settle it. And then, like I said, go to the original source or whatever this is. Because it's kind of like, it's kind of aggravated, maybe you and some other people in the family, because they're like, oh, you know, why would they do this, or why? So it's being miscommunicated, and that's what's being really loud to tell you, is it's miscommunication. So don't make a decision or get upset over something if you haven't heard it from the original source. Okay, that's pretty wild, but that's what they're saying. So this is your card today, and it is the elk. Thank you, Jessica, and I hope it resonates for you. I appreciate having you stop in today. Okay, so here, Miss Ann, this is the thing, okay? I don't do relationship as far as particular people or whatever. What spirit gives me, and actually a lot of people, because this used to be a thing when we had the radio show, and Ruth was on here yesterday when Holly and I were on talking about it. People go from, we used to be on the radio, and they used to go from show to show to show and ask the same question and get the same answer, okay? When you deal with relationships, it's not about can you have a relationship with them? It's about how you go about it. So it's always work. It's not just going to be, oh, you open the door and somebody's there and they're going to fall in love with you, or you're going to fall in love with them. It's not the way it works. There's work. And by work, I don't mean like you go out 9 to 5, but there's things that you have to do to encourage a relationship with somebody. If you're interested in it, you should think about it and think about how you're going to make that connection, right? Again, it's all and part of this, okay, and I don't want you to be upset, because I'll do a card read for you, but with you, okay, and what's going on with your life. But if you stop and think about it, you have to put effort in to another person to engage with them, some kind of relationship. And a good relationship is actually based on that. It's based on the foundations, okay? And you need to work at it. It doesn't happen overnight. So it's really like I was actually talking about that. Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday, I think, on the show, and Holly was saying too. And it's like, you remember when we were growing up, because I'm older now. I'm 62. But when I was in my 20s, they used to have like 1-800 dial a psychic, and those were the kind of questions. That's not going to help you. Me telling you yes or no is not going to help you. You need information that's going to give you an opportunity to build that foundation. Okay, so here's a card. 1, 2. I'm going to put it up here. So I'm not answering that in particular, but I'll tell you what's going on. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right. Well, this makes total sense. This is your card. It's the ram. Okay. So the ram is all about the steps, right? So it's kind of what I just told you. They go up and down on a cliffside of a mountain or a hill or a rocky area or a mesa, whatever you want to call it. And they hop from location to location, and they're very sure-footed about it. They take time to make sure where they want to jump, and they can go up in a way or down in a way that humans really can't without ropes and tackle and all that kind of stuff. But it's about the process. It's about the steps to get you to the goal you want to get to. So that's what I will tell you is you need to do the work, okay? And the card's the ram. And if you follow steps, you can possibly build a relationship, but it takes time. It's not just like the dating show where we open, and I'm not making or judging. This is just the way they're showing me. Okay. It's not like the dating, what was it? The dating game. It used to be on TV where you'd ask questions and the other side was blind and you'd pick bachelor number 1, 2, or 3, or bachelorette number 1, 2, and 3. Okay. That's not how things work in the real world. So take those steps. And if this is your goal, work towards that goal. Okay. And you're only going to know if you try, right? And that's your card again. And thanks for being on here. I hope that resonates. And like I said, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that or judge you at all, because I don't. I'm just telling you a bit of reality with how I've been taught over the years. Ooh, wait. Okay, wait. Oh, yeah. That's fun. School break. Yay. All right. Yeah, you can have one. Let me see what I can get for you today. Ooh. Oh, and next week I'm going to try this. I got new internet equipment today that I installed, and I'm going to be broadcasting from my front room by my studio next week. At least I'm going to try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Basically because, Mango gets kind of loud. All right, so I don't even, do you guys see him? Oh, I don't even see him. Where are you, Mango? Oh, I see him. He's on the ladder near the cage. Okay, so here's your card today, Jillian. It's the frog. Love frogs. Okay. So frogs are about land and water because they can do both. They're amphibians and they go in the water. They like staying mostly in the water, but you'll see them up on the lily pads, or they'll come up on the lawn, or, because I'm right by the lake, I find them in the grass all the time because they don't go far. But this for you is about the cycles. And it's like, instead of at the beginning, like you've gone through this entire cycle and it's like tired, wow, just kind of taking that break. And it's kind of like when we start going into fall, the frogs start to get ready to hibernate. And this is where you're at right now. They're showing me you're almost in a hibernation state. And you need to come out, and it can be slowly, but what they're showing me is like coming up out of the mud. So, and that's kind of like maybe the way you feel, based on what we had talked about last week. It's like you're it's a struggle to get out of this mud, but they want to get out so that they can get into the water to renew. Okay. So it's a process that you're going through, but you need to get out of the mud because it's the in between land and water. And now you're at a point where you need to cleanse that off so you have new beginnings, new starts to different things. And also, I'm being shown that for whatever reason, the water, like the cycle of cleansing and going through stuff, is almost like a healing event for you. And the frog's really quiet, so I'm not hearing like the frog speaking or how they make noise. But it's like you have to get out of that spot, because the fact that you're in that muck, and I would say it's like the way they're showing me the frog, it's like just to the behind the front legs of the frog. So most of you is still stuck in the muck. You need to gather energy and kind of like, I've got this, and just do it. Okay. Because being stuck in the muck isn't going to make you feel better. It's not going to help you heal. It's not going to benefit you now, because you're done with the mud. You need to crawl out of that, get out of that, so that new things that will be attracted to you will assist you. There'll be more positives that will assist you. And I know that, it's a struggle to get out of that place, because I've been there. It's not fun, but you've got it in you, the ability to do it. You just have to remind yourself. Okay. So this is your card today, and it is the frog. Oh, Did I not just read for, who did I read for? Yeah, I would. I did. Okay, gotta go back down. Okay. Yeah, Amy, it is hot here. I'll tell you that. Thank you, Deborah. Okay. Okay, I see that one again. Hang on. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Yeah, I can give you a reading. Mango, you're kind of quiet. Well, how come you're quiet? I let you out so you can come see everybody, and all you're doing is sitting on the cage staring at me. Well, I know, but you need to come out so people can see you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh. This is one of my new cards. You've got the cougar. And we actually had in the news today in Michigan, in the U.S., we just had cougars spotted in Michigan, like 6 of them. So they're around, and I love it. Big cats are awesome. Okay, so the cougar, and no, that does not mean an old female that's trying to hit on younger guys. So let that go. Not that that's not possible, but that's not what it's talking about today. Okay, so the cougar comes in, and it's a big cat, and it has a presence. And they're very calm. I've actually witnessed one here in Michigan, and I was in a vehicle, and it walked across the highway in a really area was woods on both sides. And I was actually shocked at how quietly and calmly it walked across in front of my vehicle at the time. This is what it's about for you today. It's about remaining calm and having that patience, and just keep on walking steadily. Like, just keep moving forward in a forward motion, in a steady motion. But with that, you have to have patience, and you have to own it. And that's what I'm being told. Own it. Own your own power. Own who you are. You're a good person. You're a solid person. You treat people well. Walk with who you are in your own power. And this is what the cougar is showing me, because it's just slowly walking alongside you right now. And it's like, there's no hurry to get to the end of whatever this is with you. It's going to be a journey for you, but it's going to be positive as long as you keep it positive, as long as you keep it calm. I don't trust you, little man. And this is like the cougar. I mean, they're a gorgeous, gorgeous cat, and they're a force to be reckoned with when they get agitated. And this is like where you're at right now. I would believe that you'd be a force to be reckoned with if you got agitated or you get to that boiling point. I know for me, once I reach that boiling point, it's like, okay, got to blow that steam, or I'm not going to be able to move forward without smacking somebody, right? That's what, but it takes a lot for you to get to that point. So you just need to remember and walk in your own power. So that is your card today, and he's trying to get it. It's the cougar. No, you can't have it, and no, you can't bite my hand. Stop. So thanks, Cheryl, for coming on, and I hope that resonates. Hi, Cook. How you doing? Woo. That's all right. It doesn't matter if you're new or you've been here before. I appreciate your energy being here. Hi, Gay. How are you? Yeah, I'm like right now fighting with the little man. I'm going to show you guys so you know what's going on. He's like, yep, there he goes. He's like waiting to grab the cards, and I can't let him do that. He's such a stitch. I swear. He's like a boss, man. He is like a boss. Hang on, they all kind of spread out. All right, let me see what I can get for you, my dear. All right. He is a lot. Some days he's tiny, but Mango is fierce. That's kind of what you need to walk like, Cheryl. You need to walk like Mango, man. Be the boss. Little but mighty, right? Okay, so let's see what I can give for you, Deborah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, I haven't had this card in a long time. This is really cool. It's the element of water. Okay, so water, and this is something I say every time I pull this card, probably. We're like, most of our body is made up of water. Okay, without water, we wouldn't be able to survive, just like the plants and the animals and other things that are other human beings, we wouldn't be able to survive. So what water also does, right? Because we take showers or baths, or, maybe we make a pot of coffee or a pot of tea. It kind of renews us, right? And I don't know about you, but a hot cup of tea or a hot cup of coffee usually kind of renews and refreshes everybody, right? So with this said, what this is going on with you right now is you need almost like okay, so what they're saying is like reborn. Okay, they're yelling in my head, reborn, reborn. Okay, so this is a cycle that you're going into right now, and I would say it would be for the next month and a half to 2 months. It's about renewal. So it's about you kind of just getting that fresh look at everything in life, taking a new direction, maybe that you've wanted to, but by letting go of all the stuff that no longer serves you. These are things that are in your past that, they're events or people or whatever, and they might have been negative. So you're dragging them forward. You remember it, but you don't need to do that. And you need to let it go. And if it's people, and I talk about the sacred circle, right? We all have a sacred circle, and everything inside of that circle, okay, is people, it's things, it's events, it's all the stuff that's most important to us that we keep really close, all right? And every now and then, we have to go in and kind of clean that out because, as we go down our paths or every day in life, things can change. And sometimes it's people that we really don't interact with very much anymore. So you're allowed to take it out and put it on the outside of that sacred circle. Like, you don't have to give it the attention that it used to have. Same way with an event or a relationship with a job or a person, all that kind of stuff. But you need to kind of clean it out and let it go. Doesn't mean you can't allow it to come back into your sacred circle or come back into your life at some point. But you don't need to focus on whatever's there if it's not serving you anymore. It's not assisting you in your life anymore. So let it all go and let this renewal come through. And this is what the waters the water is representing, okay? So it's representing all this newness and positive opportunities and new possibilities coming in, but you have to let go of the old. And one of the biggest things I'll tell you, and this is for me, it's a very banner statement. It's don't allow our past tragedies, grief, things that didn't work out, situations that were bad, relationships that didn't work out. Don't allow all the negatives, right? Because there are negatives, but they're in our past. Don't allow those negatives to scar you, and you define yourself by those scars, by the stuff and the trauma that was before in our lives. Let it all go. Clean it out. Let it all go. If you have to, write it down, get a metal bowl, walk outside, light a match on the paper in the bowl. Okay, get rid of it. Let it go. It's not serving you anymore. We can't step backwards to change any of it. We just have to learn from it. And I always say mistakes are not bad. Okay, because mistakes or failures, I don't consider bad, because if we didn't try them, we wouldn't know. So I would rather have those failures, put them in our past, and just let them go, take the lesson that came from them, so that when opportunities come up, you know what to do or what not to do. Okay, so that's your card today, Miss Deborah, and I hope that resonates with you. But it's all about cleansing water. And it's all about cleansing and giving yourself the new opportunity with everything moving forward from now. All of us, it's a blank page. We write it. We're in control of it. And that's what's most important for you. Okay. So I hope that resonated for you. And thanks for coming on. I really appreciate your energy. Okay. Hi. How are you? Yeah, you know, are you hot over where you are, Miss Miller? I bet she is. Okay. Deja, how are you today, Miss Deja? I'm gone. San Francisco. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Okay, I'm going to put this up. Hang on. Hang on. I just don't want it to go away. Okay, here we go. Let me get you, Deja. I didn't read you yesterday, I don't think. Did I? Or Tuesday? I don't know if I did or not. All right. Hang on. Let's see what I can get for Deja. All right, here we go. All righty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, you got the dragonfly too today. That's interesting. Okay, so here it is. It's the dragonfly. Fly is the 7th card for you. And the dragonfly, like I said earlier, represents the in-between, spirit lands and us in human form. And it's about the word they're using is whatever this is kind of fresh for you. Whatever the situation or emotion is, it's very fresh for you. Almost like a wound, like my thumbs from when I burned myself the other day. Those are fresh wounds, okay? A couple weeks down the road, I hopefully won't be able to see them, okay? So, yeah, I burned my thumb. Isn't that great? Stick your hand in the oven, Bear, without a pot holder. Yeah, not the brightest bulb sometimes. But this is what the dragonfly is telling for you, okay? And it's about, again, it's something that's kind of, I want to say it's an emotion, and you're not used to it, and it's very fresh. And there will be this connection for you that comes from the spirit lands. And I kind of feel like this is a woman, an older woman. I almost feel like it would be definitely a family member, not a friend. But it's very fresh and very new. And she's coming in support of you. So when the messenger comes up with the dragonfly, when it comes up, it's always about the magical abilities that everybody loves dragonflies, right? They're kind of magical. They kind of remind me of little angels, right? Because when the light hits them just a certain way, they glitter and they gleam, right? And this is kind of what's being shown for you right now. It's about look for Okay, they're telling me to tell you, look for the little moments. Okay, not the big ta-da, the little moments. And the little moments are what you need to hang on to as you're processing whatever this emotion is. And again, I'm telling you right now, this older woman is not going away. She means no negative at all. She's showing just love, but you're the one that needs to make that connection. You have to allow it to occur. And again, it's going to be about the little moments, the little things, not the big things. It's not going to like open the door and, yeah, I'm here. That's not what's going to happen. So you have to watch and wait and put out there that you're ready to accept whatever this is to come in to give you messages. And you might get it in that in-between spot when you're sleeping really deep or you're awake, that little bit of space there. You might have somebody visit you in that spot. But this is what it's all about today. It's about the connections for you. And they just keep telling you, just focus on the little moments, not the big things, just the little positive moments. Okay, so that is your card today, Miss Deja, and I hope that it resonates for you. Okay, Miss Lisa. Miss Lisa from San Francisco. Good. Okay, good. I'm glad you get it. That's always a good thing. Okay. Okay, good, Amy. I don't remember what I told her already, but yeah. Somebody asked me that the other day. They said, do you remember what you tell us or what? I don't remember. I'm not meant to remember. It's not my message. I'm only being kind of a conduit for what you guys need to hear. So I always get a kick out of that. Okay, going down a little bit. What's this? So busy that you have no time to yourself, so when you get the end of the day, you can't sleep. Yes, it happens to me all the time, Margaret. That's kind of one of those things that you're doing stuff all day, but then you can't shut your brain off at night. Sometimes I'll even sit up and I'll be in bed trying to sleep, and the birds are all, lights are off, the birds are all put up, they're all sleeping, and I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs. So sometimes I go through Instagram and just watch funny videos or whatever. Sometimes that makes me tired, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I'm up till 3:30 in the morning because I can't go to sleep. So yeah, I get it. That's a lot, especially the moon cycles. If you get into the moon and how the cycles go, I'm always affected by that too. Okay, what's going on? Oh. Well, I'll throw that up in prayer tonight, okay? Ooh. All right, hang on. I would love to give you a reading, but I need to know who you are, okay? You can go in and just let StreamYard know that, yeah, they don't keep your information, but it's easier for us, including Sean and Bex, and even when Holly's here, that we can see who we're talking to. Happy to give you one. I just need to know who you are. All right, Kay, what do you got to say here? There's something. All right, Lisa, Amy. Okay, what are you saying? Okay, good. All right, I don't remember what I told you either, but I am glad. I want to give you a card. Just type in your name, who you are. If you don't want to accept it, I'll give you a card. I'll be happy to. Just write your name so I know who I'm talking to. Okay, gonna go down a little bit further. What is this? What is with my every That's because I connect to animals. You would be surprised. I actually had one of my cats that passed 2 years ago now. She showed up the other night. I was like hearing a noise, and I looked, and I actually saw her fade in and fade out. I love animals, and it's all good. My birds actually go bananas usually when they hear Sean. on the screen. So I love it. Thank you. Yeah, we always do. You know, Holly and I are like frickin' frack. You know, we're like the tail and head side of a coin. We come to it from two totally different places, but most of the time we just sit and laugh and we tell on each other. We always tell on each other. Hi, Wilma. How are you? How are you? Yeah, I'm looking and I'm getting better every day, just a little bit at a time. Some days are a struggle, I won't lie, but you know, it is what it is, right? Okay, so let me see. Hi, Annie. How are you? Oh, not mine. It's gotta be yours. I don't think mine's going in and out because it would tell me. I just upped it. I've got like 1 gig here, so I'm pretty good. I'm sorry if you're seeing it that way, though. All right, so let me go on. Spirit Brothers in the UK. Oh. Yeah, sure. I'm really sorry. I know how that works. Yeah, that's not good. I last time I was in, I was there for weeks, so I get it. It gets old really quick. Just kind of let it happen. The healing, and some of the times that's what happens with us is we get to a point and we want healing, but we don't even realize that we haven't set our intention and our brain to allow healing to come in. And believe me, I'm very bullheaded and stubborn, and I have for many years wanted healing, have asked for healing. I didn't realize that I wasn't allowing it to come in. And that's something you have to look at, and hopefully you'll be able to kind of trigger that. Okay, so let's see what I got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, I don't know if you guys, I don't think I've pulled this one yet on this show. And I love this one. It's the emu, you know. Emus, if you've ever been around them, I actually have a friend up here that had them for a while. They're quite the characters, and man, they'll chase you down if they don't like you. But part of it is, and this also could go with what I'm telling you, what I'm seeing is hiding. So the emu, you know, you'll see pictures of ostriches too, where they stick their heads down in the sand and kind of dig a burrow and put their head down in it. And this is what I'm seeing with you right now. And it's kind of like, okay, so first of all, take a look at the card. Take a look at the card. And this is how they look at you. They look everything square in the face, right up front, right in your face, okay? And part of it is they want you to know that they're there and they mean business, okay? So what I'm seeing for you with that is them sticking their head down in the sand, but the other one is coming up and it's like tapping on it to wake up, kind of like, wake up, pull your head out of the sand. This goes into you need to be open. Okay, just what I was saying. You need to open to the healings that can come. But you also need to think of yourself as the boss. Okay, like, here I am, fix it. Okay, here I am. I need to be better. I need to be whole. I need to heal. I need to balance. But you have to admit to yourself that you need the help to do that. And by help, I don't mean people help. I mean the universe, creator, God, whoever it is, Isis, whoever it is that you say things to, or you pray, or you talk to, the higher being, whatever it is. You have to open to that. And then you have to have a little bit of faith, and you have to have a little bit of hope with that, okay? And I know it's very difficult, especially when you're not doing well and things are just like I kept saying, what else can I mean, like, what else can I go through? What else? That's the stupidest thing I could have ever said. I could have ever said, right? Because by doing that, I brought more stuff in, and then I wind up in the hospital because I busted my leg. So don't say what can happen next. put out there. I see myself as whole and healthy, and own it. Own it. Be the boss. Don't stick your head in the sand because you feel you can't do or you can't get better. Just keep putting it out there. And eventually, and it's still taking time for me as well, but eventually things start to mend. Things start to heal. Not only on a physical level, but a spiritual level, an emotional level, and in your life around you. Okay, it'll begin to balance. But you have to I know, I know, I know. I keep hearing it's like, but it hurts. It's not fun. No, it's not. But it's a process. So open yourself to the positives because really that's what we've got to deal with. I mean, I can sit here and crab all day about what's wrong with my health right now, and I could do that. But why? It's not going to make it go away. It's going to make it worse because you internalize. People tend to internalize pain and aggravation and negativity. And when we do that, we make ourselves sicker. Okay. I did it. I know. Okay. So think about yourself in a whole healthy picture in your mind and just work with that every day. Just do it a day at a time, not 20 weeks down the road, not 2 days down the road, just a day at a time, okay? And it'll help you in hopefully becoming balanced. And if it's okay with you, I'll add you to my prayers, okay? Thanks for coming on. And again, I hope very much that you heal and the healing process starts to move forward for you. And yeah, you start to balance. Lee! Boy, I haven't seen you in moons. How are you? I hope you're well. Yeah, I can give you a card. Can I have a drink of water first? Ugh. See, I live by myself. Somebody asked me that the other day. I go, wow, you drink a lot of water? I go, yeah. I live by myself other than with my animals, so I don't really talk a whole lot. So when I start talking on here, I have to get some water. All right, plus it's hot. All right, Miss Lee, let's see what I can get for you today. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, is that 3? Yep. 4, 5, 6. How come they're not coming easy for you? Oh, okay. It's not a good one. I had this up Tuesday. Okay, your card today is the clownfish. Love these little guys. They're so cool. And then what's behind it is the anemone. Okay, now anemones are also a creature. They're not a plant. A lot of people think they're plants, but they're not. And these two have symbiotic relationship because the clownfish are the only ones that can go into these little creatures, the anemones, because the anemones have poison, and that's how they catch their food, whether it's to digest fish or whatever happens to be by. It draws it in because they think it's like a plant, and they get in there, and it has poison, so they die. So then it's able to pull that in for a nutrition source. And the clownfish are the only ones that can do and hide within them, and for whatever reason, they work together. And it doesn't harm the clownfish. So what I'm seeing with you right now is busy, 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 and you're tired of being busy. Like busy, like really busy. Like your left hand's moving while your right hand is still doing something else. And they're actually showing me like the clownfish going into the anemone. Almost like you need to take a break. You need to, okay, and I just heard like, I don't have time. I can't do that way. Do you know what I do in a day? Do you know how crazy it is? Doesn't matter. You're in charge of it. So you need to allow yourself to carve out a little bit of time each day, 15, 20 minutes a day, half hour a day, whatever it is, and you put your boundaries up, and you need to take that time for yourself, okay? And this is why, okay, so the symbiotic, okay, I got you. Okay, so it's going into the plant, the clownfish is, but you have someone in your life that's around you, either friend or family, that can assist you with actually accomplishing those 20 minutes or half hour a day or hour. I mean, you know, you can get an hour, right? Just to do you, not to do kids, not to do job, not to do anything else but you. And this is really important. And you need to make stress how important this is to whoever is with you in a symbiotic way. So in other words, you work together, because I feel like it's kind of one-sided right now, and you need to kind of bring it back so that you're working together. That's your card today, Miss Lee. I love you, and thanks for popping on. I hope it resonates, and take that time for yourself. All right, so I'm going. Oh, it all went crazy. Good, 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 good. That's a good deal. Oh, it's hot everywhere. Deborah, I also heard, I don't know what part of Florida you are. I just heard on the weather station today that you guys just entered hurricane season down there, but they don't think it's going to be super bad. So that's a good thing. So try to stay cool. Okay, so really, there was one down in Northville? That doesn't really surprise me, even like in the Redford area, because there's a lot of woods down there, and there's actually sanctuaries down downstate in a couple places that you can. There's big signs up on I-75 that they have them. Yeah, you know what it is too, and I mean this makes sense, and I know you know this, Annie, is the cougars and the coyotes and what's the other ones that we have? We have, oh, the raccoons and stuff. They still live in the city. Even the deer come in to the city, and I always laugh because people are like, oh my gosh, my rose bushes are gone. I don't know, there was this big, oh my gosh, it was a deer that ate them. It's like we have pushed human into so many areas that these creatures are learning how to adapt and actually live in the city. So that doesn't really surprise me at all. That would be a little freaky, especially if you go to let the dogs out and you open the door and the dogs aren't there anymore. That would be kind of scary down in a populated area. Hopefully they'll find it and dart it and move it. So that would be a good thing. Hi, Maureen. How are you? Okay, I will do that. Okay, you know, it's oh, you're saying about me moving around. Yeah, you know, I am and I'm not. I can sit here for about an hour or anywhere in the house for about an hour, and that's about it. Then I have to lay down so my body stretches out. I'm walking okay. I can survive with walking the way I am right now. My daughter comes up though, and or if I go, somebody runs me up to the store because I'm not driving. Just walking around a small grocery store, and I got home, I got to take a 3-hour nap. You know, it's just crazy, but I'll get there. I mean, like I said, what are you gonna do? You're gonna complain about it? I mean, it doesn't make it go away. So basically, I have the toddlers, and they help me get through my day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I haven't had this one up in a while either. That's a good card. Just read something about them too. Okay, the coho salmon. Okay, salmon. Okay, all right. Well, salmon are about renewal. A lot about renewal because they go back and spawn where they were born for next generations. They're drawn back to that. It's kind of like a homing pigeon. But what I'm seeing for you right now is kind of a struggle, like you're going against the tide, you're going against the current, and you're trying to reach whatever your goal is or the spot, and it's taking a lot of time to get through there and maneuver it, and you kind of get to a point where you just want to rest, but then like the water current takes you back a little bit again, and you got to almost like start over. Whatever this is that you have going on or set as a goal, just remember, because the coho salmon is the one that came up, they survive. Okay, they're very diligent. It may take them a while to get from point A to point B or B to A because they're going backwards, but they managed to do it. And it's shown every generation of salmon that continue and continue and continue on, right? So this is what they're saying. Whatever it is that's kind of, I don't want to say it's a hardship. I want to say it's just where your life is at the moment. And it's like you feel, again, like you feel like you're making headway and then you kind of get pushed back. Just have the faith. And I'm seeing like probably the second month in fall, like what would that be, like October sometime, I guess. End of September, beginning of October, things will ease up for you a little bit. And then I see fluid movement, right? Fluid movement with the energy that you're sharing, fluid moment so that you get to the goal that it's supposed to be, which kind of makes sense also because the coho come up and that's when they run the rivers to spawn is in the fall. So that's what I'm seeing for you, and I hope that resonates. But you will get to the goal. They're saying determination, and you will get up and you'll reach your goal that you've set. Okay. Thanks for popping on, Maureen. I hope that resonates with you, and that is your card. Whew, okay, so let's see. Whew. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad you got a little one. Little ones kind of like, they kind of rejuvenate us all to a point, right? And it's just really good. I love it. Yeah, I had cockatiels too, Tracy. It is very hard, very, very hard, and to lose. You know, I've had animals all my life. I had cockatiels. I got my mom cockatiels, my mom and dad, because I wasn't even living there. And here you go, Merry Christmas, Happy Easter, or whatever. And they'd say, oh, I don't want them. And then we'd say, yeah, we really do enjoy them. Matter of fact, she absconded with one of my African grays because I went back to work and she kept telling me, you shouldn't be having this bird sit by itself all day, all by itself. And I go, Mom, it's a bird. She's fine. No, my mom had me bring her over to her house, and then it was no longer my bird. So yeah, I love all birds. They just give you joy. I mean, that's the big thing. I mean, Mango, he's just, aren't you? You're just a brat. He's just a brat. And he thinks he's all that and a bag of chips. You're very welcome. Very welcome. Okay, so now I'm going to go. Okay. Yeah, Yeah. I've been inside, Gay, because I can't really walk around outside, and because the ground, it's grass, right? So I'm pretty much, no. Oh, let's see. Yes, I did, and I read it for you. Yes, I did. Okay. Okay, again, Facebook user, just type in here when you write it again to me right now and put who it is so I know who I'm reading for. Okay. Okay. Ooby Duck. Ooby Duck. I love Ooby Duck. Okay, I'm going to go down a little bit farther. Hi, Farida. How are you? Yes, you can. Okay, yeah, it's good. Okay, so let me see what I can get for you, Farida. Not a problem. Let's see what I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, you got a happy card. This is one of my, I love this card. This is a grouse. And you see this bird, it's dancing, right? It's joyful, all right? I like it, even though I haven't been in a long time just because of COVID and all that kind of stuff that was going on. I love to go to the powwows and see the male dancers do the grouse dance. It's actually a very celebrated dance. And grouse are amazing. And the reason I chose this actual way of portraying the grouse where it's dancing is because there's joy and good things in your life. And you need to kind of focus on that rather than the negatives that are swirling. And I mean, we've got them, don't we? I mean, it doesn't matter where you look. There's crazy stuff going on in the world, and it's hard sometimes. So you kind of need to unplug from all that and enjoy the little things. Enjoy. Look at your blessings from small to large, okay? And I'm also feeling that at this point right now, like moving forward, there's going to be actually a big thing that's going to come in, and you're going to be really excited about whatever this is. And it's new, and it's a new way of a new thing that's going to be placed within your life that you'll be able to be excited about, and actually will give you new experiences. But I'm being told that you are actually, from what I'm hearing and being shown, is you're actually pretty much a very positive person. You're a happy person. So people kind of look to you, and you're kind of light, and you make people laugh, and you're a good fit with a lot of people. They're drawn to you for many reasons. So think of that as you're moving forward, and don't dwell on the chaos that's around us every day in the world. You know, everybody's got to deal with it. I'm getting a bath. Like, really? He's in his bath in his cage. He's splashing water everywhere. But anyway, just kind of appreciate those moments that you have, and know that the universe sees you as a very positive part of the big jigsaw puzzle of the human, right? And there'll be people that look to you just for joy or calmness or balance. And you're able to provide that for them just by being who you are. So take those little moments and be joyous. And I'm really curious to see what new thing is coming in. So you'll have to keep in touch with us, because I want to know. But there's something good coming up, and it's something new. Okay. All right. So thanks for coming in today, and I appreciate your energy. And your card again was the grouse. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, I'm going to tell you too, sometimes I'll put this up so you can mark it if you didn't see it right away. Sometimes, and this is what I've had to learn, so I'm telling you from my perspective anyway, when we have illness or we have physicalities that change, and sometimes we really fight those changes, like we don't want to deal with them, we don't want to accept them, and because of that, that's how we shut down the healing that's coming through for us. But we have to be open to the changes that enter our life, because our bodies have changed or situations have changed, and you have to allow that healing to come in. But if we fight it, you know, it makes it harder. Like I don't do this anymore. I will tell you, I don't do this anymore. But like my kids would come home, and anybody that visits me, has visited me, always know, because I used to chef. I always cook. I cook all the time for them. I cook them dinner, lunch, or breakfast, or all three. But I don't allow people in my kitchen. Okay, I just don't, because I chefed and I want to be able to give this to people. So this past few months, because when I was in and the leg got busted up and what have you, I came home and I'm like, you know what? I don't care. They're not going to kill my kitchen. So the kids came home, and one of them said, I'm in the kitchen. Aren't you going to yell at me, or aren't you going to come and help me? Or I said, nope. So you're in there, you can handle it. You're an adult. So everybody looks at me like, holy crow, really? You're not going to yell at us? You're not going to tell us to get out of this? Nope, I'm past that. You want to cook? Go for it. If you need help or need me to tell you something, just ask. But we have to allow that, because we've changed. And if we don't, we get all stressed up. And I've done that, where I wouldn't let them do something and my physicalities are not 100%. So I feel really, really tight, right? And I make my body stress up and it makes it worse. So yeah, bless you. And like I said, just take care of you, but think in positives a moment at a time, not a week. Do it a day-to-day thing, okay? And I guarantee you, it's slow. I'm not going to tell you it happens overnight. It's slow, but you know, we all have to do for ourselves. We just have to. Okay, Miss Susan Cooper. Let's see. Ooh, let's see what I can get from Miss Cooper. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, you got a sneaky little guy. You got the raccoon today. Okay. Raccoons. Oh, raccoons. Raccoons are too smart for their own good. They're kind of like cats. They kind of have like 9 lives. But they're sneaky and they watch closely before entering a situation. And they enter quick and then dart back out. What I'm seeing for you is someone is around you or someone that's close to you is not telling you the full story. They're kind of dropping hints quickly and then going back, or giving you part of the picture and then not escaping, but running away, or just not talking about it anymore. And I'm feeling that you need to know the entire situation and you're not being shown that situation because they're talking about the mask, you know, because the raccoons have little masks on their face. They look like the Lone Ranger. But whatever's going on, you need to have a bigger picture. And I'm not sure that this person is going to give you that bigger picture. So you might have to do a little digging and have a little bit of patience, but kind of watch what's going on more so than what they're telling you is going on, because they're only telling you half truths. I don't usually get stuff like this, but this is very strong. It's like half truths. So, and it doesn't mean they're being mean or they're bad. It's just that they're not standing in their full potential. And they think they're prejudging what you would say if you knew the entire truth. That came out from somewhere. So that's what's going on. Just kind of watch and keep an eye on everybody, okay? And that's your card for today, the raccoon. Holy crowley. Let's see here. Woo! Okay, what is this? Well, you know, Lee, that's kind of, you need to take that time for yourself. You need to use your partner, friend, family member, whatever, to be able to give you a mental break. Even if it's a little bit each day, you really need to do that, because if you don't, you know, it doesn't work. And then you just wound up getting in a place that you're even deeper in your thoughts and everything. And it's easy to get depressed. 100% it is. 100% it is. It's just sometimes you, you know, I've done it. You know, I've sat here, and believe me, it's easy to do. And it's easy to take that trip down that rabbit hole, especially if you're not feeling right or you're feeling overwhelmed. But there's nothing wrong with telling people that are in your life that it's overwhelming. You know, it's overwhelming. All right. So, guys, I love you tons. You know, this was the extra day for y'all. I appreciate everybody that stopped in today. And God bless. And I'll see you next Tuesday. And in the meantime, you know, please, please, please have a great weekend and enjoy yourself. And give yourself a little bit of time. All right. Love you guys. Take care. Next time.